Welcome to Evart Wildcat Football, exclusively on B103.9. Brought to you by Worth Landscaping, Big Rapids Roofing, Extremely Clean, QB Propane, Northland Federal Credit Union, Neptune's Ice Cream Shop, Ice Mountain Spring Water, Lang Mechanical Heating and Cooling, Waldron Well Drilling, AJ's Event Center, Miller Liquidators and Store Fixtures, RCB Contracting, The Ina Store, Evart Dairy Whip, Sir Heating and Air Conditioning, and now, Evart Wildcat Football.
Go Wildcats, fight on to victory. Odds are wild, spirits free. Every game we play will be champions of Evart IUC. Champions of Evart IUC.
Hello and welcome to week 3 of the 2024 Evart Wildcats football season, where tonight we have Highland Conference action as the Roscommon Bucks come into an hostile environment to take on the Evart Wildcats. I'm Jackson Heiden, the voice of the Wildcats, and I'm excited to bring you another presentation of Evart football here this evening on B103.9. Last week was nothing but messy for the Wildcats as they were handed their first loss of the season by Lake City. The rain was on and off, and the temperature made it feel like prime November weather. The Trojans' main objective was to run the ball, and that they did, as they ran all over the Wildcats, rushing for 387 yards, the most given up all season by the Wildcats. Lake City went on to win by a score of 38-27. However, in the midst of all the craziness, there was some high points to be excited about. Late in the second half, Aiden Anderson threw a screen pass to his left to Noah Vanderlyn, who then threw the ball deep downfield to Lucas Johnson for a spectacular 60-yard game. That was the biggest highlight in terms of passing, as there wasn't much of it going on due to the weather. On the other hand, the running game was a big part of the offense for once, and it was sophomore Cam Swales who rushed for 75 yards on 16 carries. Well, it's a new week, which means new opportunities. Evart has won their last 5 games against Roscommon, where their last loss came all the way back in 2018. The Bucks are coming off a week where they didn't even sniff the end zone, as Beal City handed them a 42-0 loss in week 2. The Bucks are going to have their hands full again this week as they face the other powerhouse team in this conference. Well, earlier this week, I sat down with head coach of the Wildcats, Ben Bryant, to talk about his team's struggles on defense, as well as what to look forward to heading into this week.
Thanks for joining me again for this week's pregame show. Last Friday night was just accumulation of unfortunate events for your boys, from the football field to the weather. From your point of view, what are a couple of things you liked and what are a couple of things you didn't like from last night's game?
So last week, I thought we moved the ball on offense really well. I thought our run game was solid. We averaged 7 yards of play on offense, which is spectacular. And then on the other side of the ball, we just didn't perform. We did not tackle well, and we didn't play with the discipline and integrity that you need to do to be able to be a solid defensive team. And hopefully this week in practice, we really focused on that, and hopefully we see a different team come Friday night.
That leads me right into my next question, actually. One of the biggest weaknesses right now, and from my point of view and statistically speaking, is the rushing defense. Last week, you guys gave up 387 yards, and the week before it was 222. You know, we talked last week too, Lake City, it was a complete turnaround from what happened a week prior when they played, or when they got blanked by Hart. They're running the new offense, of course, and it looks, though they found a groove with that wishbone-like offense. I mean, talk through what really broke down with y'all's defense, and, you know, what are the changes, you know, to be made to limit the rushing yards allowed? I mean, I know you just briefly touched on that.
Well, a big part of it is going to be eliminating the big play. As you saw, we got them a lot of times to 3rd and medium, 4th and short, and then we would give up a big chunk play. And a lot of times we were right there to make the play at the line of scrimmage and just weren't quite physical enough and weren't quite good enough technique-wise to make a play at the line of scrimmage. And this week, we're going to see another team that's going to try to run the ball heavily down our throat, and we'll see the improvements that we made.
as we all know, Michigan's weather can be unexpected. One day it's 90 degrees, and the next we're bundled up in winter coats. How much of last week's weather played an impact on the mental side of the game, and did it have as much of an impact as it felt?
The weather goes the same for both teams, so there's no real excuse there. It was a little chilly down there, a little slippery with the ball at times, and sometimes with our offense being a spread and us liking to throw the ball around so much, that can be quite a detriment. But offensively, we still moved the ball really well. I mean, that really wasn't our issue, is the fact that we just didn't make plays defensively.
Going back to your great moving offense, because despite some of the scoring struggles you had at times last week, I mean, like you said, the offense was moving it. And you have a couple of guys, I don't know if you saw this, but you have a couple of guys that are ranked at the top 15 in the state, beginning with your quarterback, Heiden Anderson, who is ranked 14th in passing yards with 345. And if it wasn't for the rain last week, he probably would have been higher on that list. I mean, what do you have to say about your junior quarterback who's really taking the team on his shoulders when things aren't going the right way?
Aiden's a great kid, and he throws a really nice, catchable ball. He makes really good decisions, and he gets the ball out on time. Last week he put a couple balls right on target that were dropped, and they would have been touchdowns that could have really turned the game around for us. But that stuff happens. So he's just got to continue to do what he's been doing and putting the ball where it needs to be at the right times.
For the other guy, Lucas Johnson, who appears to be wide receiver 1 for Anderson, and he's ranked 3rd in the state in receiving yards with 201 yards. I mean, how about that?
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty impressive. If anybody that's been following Wildcats football for the past few years, they know that we throw the ball around a lot, and so we've typically got guys in the top 5, top 10 in receiving yards and passing yards in the state of Michigan. So I don't want to sound like we're bragging a little bit, but with our offense, that's just kind of how it works.
And I feel like it's okay to maybe brag a little bit, especially because I feel like smaller schools maybe don't get the attention that they deserve. And, I mean, I came from a smaller school, so I totally get that too. And it's totally worth bragging about. So I think you're okay in that department. But one of the coolest plays last week was the pass to Noah Vanderlyn, who threw a dot down the field to Johnson to keep you guys alive late in that game last week. Should we expect maybe a couple more of those trick-type plays in Friday night's game?
Well, the trick plays and the razzle-dazzle with that all comes with just the timing in the game and what you need to do to be able to move the ball at certain times. But fortunately, we have a guy like Noah who's not only one of the best receivers around. He's a big, athletic, fast body who can catch, but he can also throw the ball a mile. So some of those trick plays that we can do with him, where he has the running threat, the receiving threat, and can throw on those, makes us a lot more dynamic as a team.
Finally, for one of your underclassmen, Cam Swales, he looked phenomenal last week. The sophomore had 16 carries for 75 yards in a night where, the running game it felt like one of the only ways anybody could move the ball with the on and off rain. I mean, should we expect to see more carries like that headed into this week's matchup against the Bucks?
Yeah, Cam is a tough little runner. He's got great explosiveness at the line of scrimmage. We still got some growing to do, obviously, as he's a sophomore to see the open field, but he's tough. He's tough. He's going to run through those first arm tackles, and you're going to continue to see him because our other senior running back is still down with some injury.
Thanks for joining me again.
Thanks as always to Ben for taking the time to talk to us this week. Well, we're just minutes away from week 3 kicking off here in Evart as the Wildcats look to improve to 2-1 while Roscommon tries to get back in the win column as well. You're listening to WBZX Big Rapids, and we'll be right here after these few messages here on B103.9.
Your friends at Lang Mechanical join all of us in hoping for an Evart football victory. If you want your heating and cooling system to be a winner all year long, get in touch with Lang Mechanical day or night. 231-388-0632. And go Wildcats!
Just like the Wildcats team, we know that hard work, dedication, and a little hometown pride can achieve amazing things. Ice Mountain is cheering on the Wildcats as they take the field tonight. and we invite you to join us in showing your support. At Ice Mountain, we're more than just a business. We are part of this community, and together, we win. Let's make some noise for the Wildcats.
Played by the Evart Wildcat Band under the direction of Miss Michaela Warner. Thank you.
Another beautiful rendition of the national anthem, that time played by the Evart High School Marching Band. Well, welcome back in. And once again, Jackson Heiden with you this evening. The Wildcats and the Bucks getting ready to square off here for some Week 3 action. And once again, both teams looking to get back in that win column for the first time in a couple of weeks, as it's, so it's the weather looking way better than it did a week ago. 78 degrees here as we approach kickoff. In a couple of minutes, it'll probably get down to, maybe just under 70 degrees by game's end. But hey, I think we'll take anything better than what happened last week with the on and off rain, the cold. It felt like we were getting ready for some playoff football last week, and that definitely wasn't the case. Well, let's take a look at some stats before we enter today's game. I like some stats, and well, if you're a stat head like me, then well, you'll enjoy this too. Well, entering today, Aiden Anderson has 27 for 45. What's going on?
New ideas to make middle-class life more affordable. New caps on the price of medicine.
Transform your space with Extremely Clean, your go-to for impeccable interior room painting projects. Schedule your room before the fall rush with a keen eye for detail and a commitment to excellence. The team at Extremely Clean will bring your vision to life. Don't miss the opportunity for a fresh, vibrant new look. Call 231-408-5943 to schedule your quote today. Extremely Clean, where you say it, we spray it.
Let's go.
Welcome back here on B103.9. We apologize for the technical difficulties. Some weird things going on our end. But anyway, taking a look at some stats entering today's game. And we'll maybe touch on those briefly later on as the Wildcats are getting ready to kick off here for the start of Game 3 of this season. The Wildcats looking to you just clean up their game a little bit more so than where they have been the last couple of weeks, more specifically on that defensive rushing side. And we'll get a first look at that here as they're getting ready to kick off. And it'll be Keaton Pratt, the junior for the Bucks, back deep to receive here. And the Jason Rashid to kick, a long one. And this will be fielded just behind the 20. This is Josh Mays as he gets wrapped up and brought down right in front of the 25-yard line along the right side, and that's where they'll set up shop right around the 23-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 10 here for the Bucks as they get ready to go. The Bucks, once again, trying to take their first victory against Evart for the first time in half a decade. As we get ready to go here, you're going to see a very similar power eye motion or formation like offense here for the Bucks. It's going to be Sawyer Griffiths as the quarterback as he is set up underneath the center. Two running backs behind him, sets off, hands it off to his back, who runs it towards the right side and is brought down. It's Brett Van Acker there on the run. And a short pickup there, and it'll be second and about 8 there on
pickup brings up 2nd and 8
here early in the first quarter. You're going to see a couple of different running backs going for them. Roscommon, you didn't see them go across half field very much last week. And Beale City is a very tough team and hard to get anything by them. And it's going to be a very similar type of play against these Wildcats here tonight. Ball snapped, handed off to Van Acker again as he runs it towards the right side and brought down, maybe picked up a couple inches past the line of scrimmage. Other than that, it's going to be 3rd and long here on the opening drive with 11 to go here in the first. 3rd and 8 officially. Sawyer Griffiths giving the signs here for his offense. But what a stop this would be after the rushing defense disaster that it was for the Everett last week. In the shotgun formation, ball snap. He'll roll out to his left, throws left, and the ball is tipped and out of bounds. And that's incomplete. So it'll be 4th and 8, and Sawyer Griffiths just looked a little uncomfortable on that rollout to the left. The first time we've seen him in the shotgun formation all night here. And it looks like we're going to get a punt here. Keaton Pratt, the punter. And you got to be careful here on Everett's side. She ran one all the way back last week. Ball is punted down. It is fair catch is on and caught, and this will be fielded right around the 38-yard line. And the Wildcats will set up shot. And they are in pretty good field position here to start their first possession, forcing Roscommon to go 3 and out to open the game.
The Wildcats will begin 1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line.
Correction, 39-yard line. So here we go. Heiden Anderson, one of the top 15 quarterbacks in the state of Michigan in the shotgun formation. 2 receivers on each side of him. Snaps the ball. He's looking right, throws a deep ball down the right side. The ball is up, and it's caught by Lucas Johnson, who runs it down 5 into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Touchdown, Wildcats.
Lucas Johnson, we talked about him in the pregame show, coming through there with a big play on the first play of offensive possession here for the Wildcats. Puts them on the board, 6-0 here with 10:19 left in the first quarter. My, oh my. Lucas Johnson with perhaps maybe a little handsy there trying to get to that ball, but otherwise no call, and was able to break free, and he was elated going into that end zone. And I'd expect to see that one-on-one connection all night long. And that throw for Anderson wasn't even one of his best, in my opinion. So here's the sheet for the point after attempt. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 7-0 Wildcats here in the first quarter. 10:19 remaining. We'll step aside. You're listening to Everett Wildcats football here on B103.9.
It takes knowledge and expertise to drill a well, and that's why folks around here trust Waldron Drilling, a 4th-generation, family-owned business since the 1930s. Waldron Drilling can drill from 4-inch up to 24-inch wells, offering free estimates for new installations. Voted Osceola County's favorite well driller for the past 5 years. Quality, customer satisfaction, safety, and honest work. That's the Waldron way. Waldron Well Drilling of Everett at waldrondrilling.com or call 231-734-5168.
Stop in to Northland Area Federal Credit Union in Everett, Reed City, or any of their 17 branches in northern Michigan to find great rates on many different financial products. While banks merge more often than you can keep track of and impose increased fees, Northland is a not-for-profit financial co-op committed to helping you save money. They specialize in small business growth and services. Check them out at northlandcu.com. Northland is federally insured by the NCUA.
Welcome back here on B103.9, 7-0 with 10:19 to go here in the first quarter. The Wildcats getting a big first play, first touchdown of the game, and now we're ready for the second kickoff as Yashid lines this one and towards the end zone, and it'll go roll into the end zone and back for a touchback. And the Bucks will set up shop right around the 25-yard line, and what a kick from Deshid. You don't see that a whole lot in high school football, but right there, you saw it. Well, Evart entering today's game ranked 29th in Division 7 in terms of the MHSAA rankings.
By MHSAA rule, that ball
for the Bucks, they come in ranked 35th in that area. But now they're getting ready to go, and well, let's see what kind of adjustments the Bucks made. They didn't have a whole lot of time to make any of adjustments, so we'll see what they can do on the fly. Sawyer Griffiths is going to have to look a little bit, or the running backs anyway, and well, there's a flag.
Flag down before the snap.
We'll see what looks like it's going to be on the defense here. Still no a point towards the defense, but looks like they're
lined up in the neutral zone against the Wildcats.
And there you have it. You're the PA lined up in the neutral zone. So make it 1st and 5 here on the first play of the second drive for the Bucks, and they hand it off to the fullback, who picks up a nice gain, but brought down almost instantly. But I'd say he picked up almost about 5 yards on the play.
4 yards, brings up 2nd and 1.
So it's going to be 2nd and 1 here. So a weird defensive penalty there to start the second drive here for the Bucks. But they're looking to make them pay here. Now we're ready to go. Griffiths lines up underneath the center. 2 running backs behind him. He snaps the ball, hands it off to his right running back, who is met at the line. And for a loss, it looks like. Maybe if it is a loss, it's going to be a couple of inches. So it's going to be 3rd and 1. This might be 4-down territory again here for
Toby Bigford, the ball carrier.
The Bucks.
Brought down by number 11.
They've tried to give it off to that fullback again, see if they could pick up another big carry just like they had the play prior. That's Toby Bigford that does it. So 3rd and 1. Let's see if the Wildcats could force another 3 and out. In the shotgun formation is Sawyer Griffiths. 2 receivers out to his left, 1 to his right, running back to his left as well. Snaps it, rolls out to his right, skips, and is tackled and sacked for a loss.
He's going to be
almost brings him down near the original line of scrimmage, and it's going to be 4th and long. And it looks like it's going to be punting time again here for the Bucks. Man, that is not what they were hoping for. And here we go, the punt team on the field, but yeah, not what you're looking for. You were looking for maybe a rollout and maybe you could sneak a hole, but man, this defense, man, they're saying, hey, don't talk about our rushing defense. We're beyond that. As this punt hit down the field, received by Deshid, who sheds off a defender, jukes off another one, jumps over another, and brings it up to around the 50-yard line. And man, it was only 10 yards that he got, but man, and it was a tough and productive, and it was a tough 10 yards. But hey, sets them up pretty good, about midfield. 49-yard line officially, their own, that is. So here we go again. Are we going to see another deep ball again? Aiden Anderson has 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Anderson with a running back that motions to his left. That's Noah Vanderlyn. Vanderlyn motions out to his left, so now there's 3 receivers on the left. Anderson snaps the ball, looking left, throws over the middle. Got a wide open Bryson Rashid, who takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats. 2 plays, 2 touchdowns, and Aiden Anderson and this receiving core are on fire and are absolutely torching this secondary of the Bucks. 13-0 with 7:56 to go here in the first. Wow. There was nobody, and I mean nobody around Rashid. And Aiden Anderson took full advantage of that. So, here's the man lining up for the PAT. He didn't even have to go on a full sprint. It looked like he just jogged his way in. The snap is fumbled. Anderson tries to toss it off, but is unsuccessful. So a bit of a sarcastic cheer from the Bucks side of things. So 13-0, 7:56 here to go. And man, 2 plays for the Wildcats, 2 touchdowns. And well, this is a nightmare situation all over again here for the Bucks. Last week, of course, getting shut up 42-0 to Beal City, the Highland Conference leader over the last few years. And well, this is another team that fights for that top spot. It's this conference play. If you didn't hear us here in the pregame. Well, again, 13-0 as we line up for the kick. And right now, the Bucks have not been able to pick up a first down here in their first 2 drives. They're about to get their 3rd shot at it. This time, hoping to have a better go of it. And man, you got to be, after the frustration of what was last week for Evart, you got to be happy with how this game has started. So Rashid places the football down. We get ready to go. And not even, well, just a little over 4 minutes in, 13-0. Evart Wildcats on cruise here. Rashid boots this ball down the field, and it's fumbled. And let's see, he does pick it up. Keaton Pratt looked a little unsure when he was coming in to catch that ball, dropped it, and was met almost instantly as soon as he picked it up from the Wildcats.
The Bucks will start 1st and 10 from their own 23-yard line.
So 7:52 here to go as the Bucks will set up shop right around the 24-yard line. 23-yard line, I believe. And we'll see if they can pick up a first down. They had some help to start their drive last time around, but they couldn't do anything with it. So we'll see if they have a better go of it around this time. In the shotgun formation, ball snapped, he'll keep it. Got a hole down the middle, cuts to his right, and is brought down around the 40. Sawyer Griffiths with a nice quarterback keeper there.
Brought down by number 2.
And there's your first down. He must have heard me.
17-yard pickup.
And now we're move the chains for the first time around the 40-yard line here. And Sawyer Griffiths, he can't hand it off to the backs. Well, he'll have to try to find a way to do it himself. Sawyer Griffiths underneath the center again here. 2 running backs behind him. Receiver out to his right. Snaps the ball. Hands it off to the running back who moves over to his left and is brought down. Cuts the drive in about half. So it should be about 2nd and 5 here for the Bucks. It was Toby Bigford on the carry.
Joe Coonan and Aiden Anderson team up on the stop.
6:56 here. And it's the Bucks just trying to really increase that time of possession. I mean, I guess you can't even really talk about that a whole lot because, well, hey, they have had the ball more time as this ball is handed off to Van Acker, who's brought down almost instantly. 3rd and 5 now, but
a short gain on the play.
Wildcats only 2 plays, and well, Bucks just every time they hand it off to the running back so far, they just have not been able to move the ball. But when it's in the hands of Sawyer Griffiths, the quarterback, they've been able to move it. Sawyer Griffiths, the backup quarterback for the Bucks. Senior. Trying to, now going to have to work from behind as he lines up underneath the center. Snaps the ball. We'll hand it off to Van Acker, who is met at the line, and a nice shove by his teammates will push him. Well, anyway, it looks like it pushes him across, but the refs are going to call it just short. But there is a flag on the play. Wildcats kind of walking back towards them as if it's on them, and it is. And they're going to call face mask on the Wildcats. So we saw this, we've seen this over the first couple of weeks on how
incidental against the Wildcats. It's a 5-yard penalty that will be added on at the end of the run.
We've seen this over the last couple of weeks where the Wildcats, they'll get into that 3rd and 1 where they need to, where they almost force a 4th down, and it's a penalty that bails out the other team. So the Bucks, same formation again. Griffiths snaps the ball, fakes it off to his back, keeps it himself, goes up the middle, and a nice shove by his lineman, and he'll be brought down, maybe with a pickup of about 3 or 4 on the play. 5:21 to go here in the first quarter. 13-0 Wildcats. If you're just joining us, you've missed a couple of big, exciting fireworks plays here in the first quarter. Wildcats, 2 plays, 2 touchdowns here. Bucks on their 3rd offensive drive of the game. As we hit the 5-minute mark, Griffiths in the shotgun formation, snaps the ball, will keep it himself, runs it up the middle, cuts to his left, and is brought down a couple yards in front of the first down marker. So it's going to be about 3rd and about 4 yards. I'd say 3rd and 4 officially.
3rd and 4, Roscoe.
The Bucks trying to convert yet another first down here. It would be their 3rd of this drive. The 2nd that they've done themselves, not with the help of a penalty. The Bucks tonight wearing their navy blue pants, white jerseys with the yellow shoulder pads. Griffiths underneath the center. 3 running backs behind him, snaps the ball, will pitch it out to his left. Nice block, but it is brought down by Rashid and behind the line of scrimmage. And so now it's going to be 4th and about 5. And well, what do you do here? Do you punt it? Do you go for it? I'd say you probably got to punt it. Here, with the way this, it's been pretty much hit or miss, but and yes, they're going to punt it here. Keaton Pratt, the punt returner, the kick returner, and the punter. Actually, they're going to keep it. Quarterback keeper runs up the middle, and a nice carry by Sawyer Griffiths. They were set up in a bit of a punt formation. And a nice pickup. It'll get them 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line here. Faked me out a little bit. Maybe that wasn't necessarily the point of it, but. So we're going to run it from the shotgun here by Griffiths. 3 receivers out to the right, 1 to his left, and a running back as well to his left. Griffiths snaps the ball. Will throw a screenplay over to the right. It's Keaton Pratt who runs towards the right side and then over to the middle, misses a couple tackles. He's down the left sideline, across the 20, and pushed out of bounds in front of the 15. And a nice pickup and another first down for the Bucks. They haven't passed it a whole lot. That's their 3rd attempt. And that time it's complete. And, well, for Everett, their first 2 drives, they went, they forced a 3 and out. And now the Bucks threatening as they're in the red zone here for the first time tonight. Something they didn't see a whole lot against Beale City. Trying to score their first points since week 1, where they put up 17 on Escoda. Griffiths snaps the ball. A bit of a false start. Yep, there it is. That time, Toby Bigford with a jump.
Flag down before the snap.
So that's going to move it back about 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 15 here. On the 22, 23. That's not what you want on a drive that you have been plus yards this entire way. Not a whole lot of TFLs here either. So 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 13-0, Wildcats lead it. And Griffiths will have two running backs behind him, a receiver on each side as he lines up on his shotgun. Snaps the ball. Will hand it off to Van Acker, who runs it towards the right side and is brought down on the... brings it back to around the original line of scrimmage. Should be 2nd and 11 here. And I'd say it's touchdown or bust here for the Bucks. And unless you got a kicker that can boot it that far away. Beautiful night for football, though, here in Evart. A big change of pace compared to last week. Griffiths snaps the ball, mishandles it. He'll have to keep it himself, runs it towards the right side, and is met by a group of Wildcats there. So it's going to be 3rd and long as the clock dips under 2 minutes here in the first quarter. We'll mark the ball, or spot the ball rather, and around the 16, 17-yard line.
3rd and 10 coming up for Roscommon.
.130 to go here officially as the Bucks on a long drive here. Wildcats trying to get their defense off the field. In shotgun formation, Griffiths rolls out to his left. He's looking towards the left. He'll throw the ball towards the end zone, and it's picked off by Bryson Rashid, and he'll just take the kneel. And man, the Roscommon Bucks just cannot catch a break here tonight. Finally on a positive drive, and it ends in a interception. Had a man somewhat open in the left corner of the end zone, and it did not go his way. So it's going to be a timeout by the Wildcats. Well, we're going to take a 60-second break. 13-0 here in Evart. Wildcats lead it. You're listening to B103.9.
Hey, Northern Michigan. Rich Smolligan here from the Ina store in beautiful downtown Ina. Fall is particularly beautiful here in Ina, but we all know what follows it. Right now, it's time to prepare for all that snow with a new Boss snowplow for your truck or utility vehicle. You'll be ready to restore order to your driveway or parking lot with a new Michigan-made Boss snowplow. Call us today at the Ina store, your Cadillac area Boss plow dealer, for a great preseason deal before winter hits.
Yep, I bet they could do that. RCB Contracting. From septic systems to professional excavating services, both residential and commercial, RCB Contracting is local. RCB Contracting is reliable. RCB Contracting is dependable. RCB Contracting supports local Evart athletics and wants to wish the Wildcats the best of luck in tonight's game. Teamwork makes the dream work. Call 231-846-0800. RCB Contracting, your excavating pros and winter plow experts.
1:14 to go here on B103.9 as the Evart Wildcats will line up for their 3rd offensive possession of the game. 13-0, they lead it. Anderson snaps the ball. He's looking deep again. He's got a man, and it's incomplete, just low. His intended receiver on the play was Noah Vanderlyn.
2nd and 10 coming up.
Had that ball been up and towards his hands, well, might have seen 3 touchdowns on 3 plays. Heiden Anderson has looked so good, just as much as his wide receivers tonight. And there's not much of a safety look here for the Bucks. 3 wide receivers to his left. Anderson snaps the ball, looking left, throws it quickly, and it's Rashid who brings it up and maybe just short of the first down line. And it's going to be 3rd and about, let's see, 3rd and inches. That's what I'm going to call it. I mean inches. That ball maybe a grass length away from the first down marker. Heiden Anderson here. Same look as last time. Snaps it. will keep it himself, rolls out to his right, and trying to get across that first down line. Does he have enough? And are they going to give it to him? He got met pretty quickly by the Bucks, and they say he did. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats here on their own 30. Nice job by the Bucks defense to try to get to Anderson, who is very swifty all over the place. So again, 3 wide receivers to his left, snaps the ball, looking right, throws right, and has got a man who jukes, sheds off a defender, and down the sideline, across the 50, jukes to his left, across the 40, down the 30, 25, 10, 5, touchdown Wildcats. Dreisen Sheed, another breakaway touchdown, and it's 19-0 here in the first quarter with 2.7 seconds remaining. And man, oh man, the onslaught continues here against the Bucks. As Roscommon just has no answer for this receiving. No official runs given off to any running backs, and we'll see. Are they going to go for 2 or are they going to kick the PAT? Man, all their touchdowns tonight have been for big breakaway gains. And they're going to go for 2 here to try to make it a 21-0 lead. Similar look as we've been seeing all night. Anderson have the receiver in motion as he moves to the left, back to the right. Anderson rolls out to his right, throws right, and it's batted down. And so the 2-point try is unsuccessful.
Anderson to Vanderland incompletion.
And man, how about this offense tonight?
Wildcats 19.
Aiden Anderson all over the place. And man, at this rate, they're going to put up some numbers. So we're gonna stick right here. We only got 3 seconds until the end of the first quarter, as the Wildcats will line up for yet another kick. Rashid has just been very busy tonight, whether that's been with receiving the ball or whether that's been kicking the ball. I feel like I'd say he's probably come out with the same amount of kicking yards and receiving yards tonight. That's how busy he's been. The Bucks right now with absolutely no answer towards these Wildcats, who are just throwing and catching and running all over. And I'm sure we might see some sort of resemblance of a squib kick here. I mean, at least just to get us to the end of the first quarter. On this beautiful Friday evening.
Set to kick it away for the Wildcats. Pratt, the deep man.
Bryson Derscheid lines up for the kick. And here we go. It's punted down the field. And Keaton Pratt will receive it, moves it up to his left. He's got an opening, brings it across the middle, jukes to his right, across the 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, to the house, touchdown, Bucks. And how about that to end the first quarter? Keaton Pratt to the house. And it's a game of breakaways here, as it's 19-6, and well, hey, I guess if you can't do it offensively, you got to get it done with your special teams, and that's exactly what they did. Man, oh man, it's been busy tonight. Scoreboard operator is earning his money tonight. So the Bucks will line up for the PAT. Keaton Pratt, the man who just took it about 90-plus yards to the house. He'll try to catch his breath enough to get this kick up and away. He's a left kicker, too. Kick is up, and the kick is good, but there's a flag on the play. They're going to call false start on the Bucks. And let's see, what are they going to... They're going to make him redo it? Still waiting for Yeah, it's looking like they're going to keep the guys out in the field. Steve Benerick a little frustrated following that, so it's going to move back the PAT even more. Are they going to see if, yeah, they're going to go for the PAT again. So this is going to make it about a 25-yard PAT. This is a long kick. Doesn't always sound like it's that long, but it is. So the snap there, and it's blocked by the Wildcats. It was Caleb Maxfield who broke through the line, and well, the ball barely got off his foot. So at the end of the first quarter, the Evart Wildcats 19, the Roscommon Bucks 6. We're going to take a 60-second break and try to catch our breath after all that offense. You're listening to Wildcats football here on B103.9.
Hometown store fixtures are as close as 11071 US 10 in Everett. Miller Liquidators and Store Fixtures not only helps with on-site store liquidations, they have store fixtures like used Lozier shelving, true self-contained coolers and freezers, and they provide delivery and installation, plus sell walk-in coolers and teardrop pallet racking. Supporting the local Everett community for years, both for local stores and the Everett football team. Miller Liquidators and Store Fixtures is a proud local supporter of the Everett football game broadcast. Go Wildcats!
Hi, I'm Michaela.
And I'm Lauren.
And we're with Big Rapids Roofing, where roofing meets community.
Get ahead of the weather and be prepared for winter.
Don't wait until it's too late. Call us today to book your free estimate appointment.
Whether it's roofing, siding, windows, doors, or gutters, Big Rapids Roofing has got you covered.
Call us today at 231-629-8088.
Again, don't wait. Call us today at 231-629-8088.
Well, getting ready here for the start of the second quarter. Everett up 19-6 over Roscommon. And, well, you know, I mentioned maybe you're looking for a squib kick here. And, well, he kicked it downfield, and Keaton Pratt, I'm going to call it about 95 yards to the house, if not 85, somewhere in that range. Made a couple of nice cuts to his left and right and evaded some of their defenders. And, man, what a way. It definitely makes your deficit not feel as bad after you're entering the first quarter. Only down 2 possessions now. 19-6, a fresh 12 on the clock. As the sun starts to go down, starting to get a little bit darker. The lights will be on here shortly. This kick getting ready to line up as they got to get one more player on the field. Now we're ready to go. We have the appropriate amount of players on the field now. See how the Wildcats respond. Kick is low liner, and it's going to roll, and this is going to be trouble here for Duscheid. As he picks it up, he's going to have to run it across towards the right field, across the 20, spins, and is brought down in front of the 25. And, well, hey, a nice kick there by Roscommon. It wasn't a pretty kick, but it pinned them back deep in their own territory. And this is a great spot for Roscommon to try to get a stop here. Have yet to put a pause on this offense for Everett. They've been very explosive all day today as they try to do that yet again. So a wide receiver on the right side, 3 of them to the left of Aiden Anderson, and a running back as well to his left. Anderson snaps the ball. He's looking right. He's going to throw right on a curl route, and it's caught. And he's brought down just in front of the sticks. That was to Lucas Johnson. And, man, if they can get another couple of deep balls on Lucas Johnson, he might be the state's leader in receiving yards. Wouldn't that be an achievement to hold, at least going into week 4? Long way to go till then, though. Anderson snaps the ball. Looking left. He's got a man. It's caught. Dersheed breaks a couple tackles and covers the ball with 2 hands and is finally brought down as he makes his way to the 40-yard line. Dersheed firing up. He is having a day.
Bigford and Gilliam on the stop for the Bucks.
11:15 to go here in the second quarter. And the Wildcats are on the attack once again. This time, maybe not as big of a deep plays. We'll see what they got in their pocket. 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Anderson snaps the ball. He's looking right, pump fakes, throws it deep down the right sideline, and it's caught by Lucas Johnson, who dives. The ball was going a little bit short, but it was enough, and it's caught right around the 35, and another big pickup here for the Wildcats.
Brought down by number 23, Jacob Zebel.
This offense, it's feeling like they're playing this game on freshman mode on NCAA. Just everything's being caught and everything's wide open. So here's Heiden Anderson again. Snaps the ball, looking to his left, throws left, and a little bit of a high throw as Dyson Dershide is brought down almost instantly, but cuts their range to the first down marker in half. They're going to mark it 2nd and 4 officially. 10:15 to go. Anderson trying to continue to pile up the points on the scoreboard. Snaps the ball, looking to his right. He's going to throw deep yet again down the right sideline, and it is caught once again by Dershide, and he is fired up. How many times can you make those plays? Dershide.
First and goal inside the 5-yard line.
Wow. He is just able to just turn around so quickly, identify where the ball is, and just make these plays time and time again. So we'll see what Anderson has in store here on 1st and goal. On their 2. Correction, 3. Snaps it. Looking to his right. Will throw a fader into the back of the end zone. It's caught with one hand. And there's going to be a flag.
Looking for Noah Vanderland. Falls
and they're going to call it incomplete. It looks like he had it palmed. But of course, there's a bunch of people in the way from here and there. Still waiting on the penalty here.
Interference against the defense.
They're going to call pass interference, so they'll probably move the ball about half the distance to the goal line, which is only going to make it about
first down and half.
a yard and a half to the goal line. And are we going to see our first run play of the game? We've seen a couple of quarterback keepers, but I mean, hand it off to the running back. Cam Swales, I'm sure, would love to get in on this action. Anderson snaps the ball, looking to the left. He'll throw a slant, and it's picked off by the Bucks. Sawyer Griffiths will just kneel it in the end zone, and interesting call there by Ben Bryant and the Wildcats to try to throw the ball in the red zone. I would have maybe at least attempted to run it in. They haven't done it all game. But instead of extending your lead yet another possession, you got a chance. You're giving the Bucks a chance to make it a 1-possession game. So 9:28 to go. The Bucks will set up shop around the 20-yard line. And a drive that otherwise was super positive for the Wildcats. Griffiths lines up under the center. Hands it off to his back, who was brought down almost instantly. Keaton Pratt on the carry. Maybe he was lucky enough to get across or to the line of scrimmage, rather. So 2nd and 9. They gave him a yard on the play. And man, you're going to see those receiving yards per game shoot up for a lot of these receivers here tonight. Griffiths hands it off to his back, who once again is brought down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of about 2 on the play.
Number 5, Ben Eckler, the ball carrier.
And this defense, in terms of identifying when they hand it off to the running back, has been looking phenomenal tonight. That was something they were able to do last night. Or not last night, but last week, rather. Yes, there isn't a whole lot of misdirection and fake handoffs this week. Pretty simple I formation like. You got a fullback in front of you. It's a very normal type of offense that you see in these more rural type of high school football teams. The ball snapped, handed off to his back yet again, and he breaks away down the left side of the field, across the 40, across the 50, 40, 45, and brought out of bounds around the 30. And those big plays are beating up the Wildcats again. Get them right where they want them, and then they just aren't able to finish them off. 7:58 here to go in the second quarter. 1st and 10 on the 35-yard line for the Bucks as they are trying to make it a 12 or 19-12 game. And right now, this defense still no answer for the rush. Straight I formation here for the Bucks. They hand it off to the running back. He moves to his left and is brought down. There's a flag on the play. A pickup of about 3 yards.
Brought down by number 5, Dershide. There's a flag down.
And let's see, what are they looking like? It's going to be potentially
Holding against the Bucks.
Yeah, a holding penalty, and those always kill some of these positive drives. One of those unfortunate, you don't like to see that. So now it's going to push them back,
10-yard penalty from the spot.
way back. Sets them up around the 45-yard line. You heard it, 1st and 20. So once again, Evart has them right where they want them. Can they shut them down? Snaps the ball. Griffiths rolling out to his right. He's got to keep it. He's got a couple, and he does it wisely. Throws it out of bounds. Nice job by Griffiths to be able to get that ball untucked and thrown out of bounds to keep it at least where it is. Otherwise, that would have been a loss of about 5+ yards had he been brought down.
Vanderland brought the pressure.
7:32 to go here in the second quarter. 19-6, the Wildcats lead it. Wildcats offensively have looked good up until that interception on the previous drive. The Bucks, they were driving after that interception, but it was a holding penalty. It's kind of stalled them since. 2nd and 20. Receiver in motion as he ranges to his right. The ball snapped and the flag on the play, and they're going to call a false start on the Bucks. That's going to move them back even more. And these penalties really putting a damper on what otherwise was a fantastic drive for the Bucks. As the lights start to come on here at the Osceola County Fairgrounds, illuminates the field, almost highlights it. Not super bright lights, but it gets the job done, but it makes it feel super bright when they first come on. Griffiths snaps the ball. Looking to his left, and it's a bit of a screen play. And no Wildcats in the area, and it's caught to his right and lowers his shoulder and is brought down around the 30. A nice pickup there to cut everything over half to the first down line. So it's going to be 3rd and 5 here. What a nice pickup of 20. And a play that looked like it just kept collapsing and collapsing, and they were able to recover nicely. 7 to go here in the second. Bucks trying to make it 19-12 here on this drive. Two receivers out to his left, one to his right, receiver to his left. Griffiths snaps the ball, looking left. It's a screen play. It's caught, and his knee is brought down. Keaton Pratt had to be dropped down a little bit. It wasn't intentional, but as he was very frustrated with his knee hitting the ground. So it's going to be 4th and
Correction, it was
maybe about 4th and 9. And so
brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
do you try to go for it here and try to get one of those explosive plays? or do you try to pin back Evart deep in their own territory? I would go for it here. It's like rolling a dice. And they are. 3 receivers out to his right, 1 to his left. Griffiths snaps the ball, rolling out to his right. He's going to have to throw the ball deep. He's got a man. It's caught and pushed out of bounds in front of the 20-yard line. But there is a flag on the play.
But there's dirty laundry in the Roscommon backfield.
And the Bucks are going to have to go backwards here. I believe
It'll be a holding against the Bucks.
Another holding penalty. And, well, the holding penalty is what killed them, because they're still trying to make up for it. And now you're back into that range where it's like, do we punt it? Because if you throw an incomplete pass here, because you're going to need to pass it, you throw an incomplete pass, it's going to set the Wildcats up very nicely with under 6 to go here in the half.
That'll march them back 10 yards. It'll be a...
So 4th and 20. Once again, they have 20 yards to go to the first down marker. Those darn holding penalties. Griffiths snaps the ball. Ranges out to his right. Will throw right. And it's got a man who's caught one-handed, but it's out of bounds, and it's going to be turnover on downs. And the Wildcats will set up shop around the 35-yard line. It's going to be 36 officially. With 5:28 to go here in the first quarter. Or excuse me, second quarter. A lot of offense to go around. We'll see if the Wildcats will... We'll see if the Wildcats can try to find a way to score this time around. They drove right down the field, but was throwing with 1.5 yards to go to the goal line, and it didn't work out for him. Anderson snaps the ball, roges out, pitches it to his running back, Swales, who cuts into his left and is trying to push his way across. And it's brought down, a pickup of about 2.
Brought down by number 72, Jack Patchen.
So under 5 to go officially. Anderson, 3 wide receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Snaps the ball, roams out to his right. Will throw it deep once again. He's got a man, and it's overthrown.
Anderson's pass, looking for
Lucas Johnson just couldn't break the defender. And was caught up in the ball just out of reach. And that ball, that was like the first pass all night that we've seen from Anderson, where it was in perfect position to be caught and taken to the house yet again. So 3rd and 7. Actually, there's going to be a penalty here. Not sure quite what it is. It was 3rd and 7. I'm going to only guess that it was a holding penalty. So it's going to be 3rd and about 16 here. 4:48. Anderson, they're going to need to look for one of those deep balls yet again. Snaps the ball. Looking to his left. There it is. There's a deep ball. And once again, overthrown. Intended receiver on the play was Noah Vanderlyn. So they're going to go 3 and out here. Well, not 3 and out, but kind of feels like it. Got a first down on the very first play of the drive. 9:16 to go here. Or excuse me, 4:45 to go. 19-6 is our score. And they're going to go for it here. 3rd and long again. They'll snap the ball, fakes it off. Anderson getting chased. They throw it, dump it off to Swales. Swales has got some opening down the right sideline. And it's brought down around the 50. That's enough for a first down for the Wildcats. It was a screen play. And Anderson, who was getting chased backwards, backpedaling, and dumps it off to Cameron Swales, who gets his first action of the game and made the most of it. Under 4.5 to go here in the half. Wildcats trying to get in the scoreboard for the first time here in this second quarter. Hands it off to Swales, who runs it down the left side. He's got an opening and barges into his teammate, who is then brought down by the Bucks. And a nice 12-yard gain on the play, and it's set up shop here. First and 10 on the 38. As they're approaching the red zone yet again here tonight. The first time they've handed the ball off to Cameron Swales all night. There's been a phenomenal offensive game. Anderson rolls out to his right. He's going to keep it. Moves out to his right, then his left, and is brought down right in front of the first down line.
Brought down by number.
It's going to be second and short here. 3:45 to go here in the half.
Make it a 9-yard pickup. Brings up second and 1.
So we'll see if they go back to this run. They've ran the ball more times in this drive than they have all night. So here we go. 2 receivers on each side of the line. Anderson with a running back to his left. He snaps the ball. He's looking right. He's going to throw right on a curl route. And the receiver defends. It's Lucas Johnson, who just cannot be brought down. It takes about $3 to bring him down.
That'll be another first down.
So another first down here for the Wildcats as they continue to drive here.
Van Acker along with Patchen.
Two wide receivers out to his left, 2 out to his right. Same with the running back. Anderson snaps the ball. And a flag on the play. Yep, false start on the Wildcats here. Beautiful night for football. You can't ask for a better weather night than this. 75 degrees. It's actually going to be a legal procedure on the Wildcats.
That'll move them back 5 yards and bring up a first and 15.
So first and very, very long. They face bigger deficits here this season. Anderson snaps the ball, hands it off to Swales, who's got it down the left side. This is actually Dershide, who runs it across the 15 and plows over a defender to be brought down across the 10. Dershide is just all over the place tonight. Run the ball, catch the ball, punt the ball, you name it, he can get it done.
First down!
Man, how about that for your first and long? So we first and 10 on the 11. They'll have to get down to the 1 if they want another set of first down, but perhaps they won't need it. Anderson. Scheid in the background. He hands it off to Scheid, and who jukes the defender, cuts to his right, across the 5, across the goal line. Touchdown, Wildcats. Bryson Dershide all over the place tonight, this time getting it done on the ground. Makes it 25-6 Wildcats with 2:14 to go here in the half. And what a job to take a miss. And we'll see if they'll go for 2 here. They failed their previous attempt on 2. Anderson jogs onto the field. Looks like they're going to set up for 2 here. So it'll make it 27-6. Always trying to get back to making it even somewhat. Well, he's back on track in football terms. Anderson with the receiver in motion as it moves right to left. Anderson throws the ball. It's tipped and incomplete. Had a man. It was, once again, Dershide.
Anderson's pass intended for
Dershide, excuse me, who fell off his forearms. Well, we're going to take a quick 60-second break, catch our breath. You're listening to Evart Wildcats football here on WBZX Big Rapids.
Worth Landscaping, a second-generation business, has been a proud supporter of Everett Public Schools and all Everett athletics for more than 25 years. Worth Landscaping specializes in irrigation systems, services, landscape design, hardscapes, hydro seeding, lawn care, to commercial snow and ice removal in the winter. Contact Josh Worth at 231-349-5693 or Tyler Worth 231-629-5150. It'll be worth the call. Worth Landscaping.
Your hometown, family-owned propane company, QB Propane, would like to thank their customers for supporting them for several years. Sacrifice, resilience, and teamwork are all part of what makes tonight's Everett High School football game so exciting. Supporting local first is what QB Propane is known for. Propane by the tank or prompt service and delivery. Call QB Propane to find out more or to set up service. 989-544-2188. QB Propane.
Welcome back here on B103.9. 2:13 to go here in the half. The Wildcats coming off a touchdown, 25-6. Another failed two-point conversion, however. They're 1 for 4 tonight on those extra point attempts. So Deerside will squib this down the middle. Keaton Pratt will pick it up. And we'll move it to the right side, across the 30, 35. Hit big time and across the 40 for a nice gain and brings it to the 41. That's where the Bucks will set up shop. They have
good gain out across the 40.
That was a nice pickup there. 2:04 remaining here in the half. We'll see if the Bucks will try to do a combination of running out the clock and at least getting on the board right before half. They had a golden opportunity to make it a one-possession game, but it was the penalties that really killed them. So Sawyer Griffiths will line up underneath the center. Snaps the ball. It's a pitch out to the left side. Toby Bigford is not brought down yet, but is finally, as he loses about 1 yard or so on the play. So it's going to be 2nd and 11, but Bigford was met, shedded the defender, and the Wildcats didn't necessarily pick up on it right away, but then they did. So here we go. Clock ticking, though. Something to be aware of as we hit the 1:30 mark to go here in the first half. Cameron Swales. Not Cameron Swales, Sawyer Griffiths, excuse me. In the I formation, snaps the ball, hands it off to his back. It's, once again, Bigford, who picks up about 2 yards.
Picked up a yard.
And
now
we're going to get a timeout by the Wildcats.
Timeout Everett.
And we'll also take a timeout, take about 60 seconds ourselves. 25-6, 103 to go here in the half. You're listening to Everett Wildcats football on B103.9.
Step into the excitement at AJ's Event Center in Everett. Swing in for top-notch bowling lanes, an action-packed arcade, food and spirits with a smashing new experience coming soon. Plus, indulge in all-you-can-eat fish on Fridays and Saturdays. Located just 2 miles west of Everett on US 10, find us on Facebook for all the latest updates and specials. Make every moment unforgettable at AJ's Event Center.
Happiness is ice cream, and ice cream is happiness. So it only makes sense that the Everett Dairy Whip is Everett's happy place. Love soft serve? Come be happy. Prefer a hand-dipped Sunday Wizard? It's happy. Plus, hamburgers, salads, wraps, and coney dogs topped with national chili. When you need a dose of happy, come to the Everett Dairy Whip and leave with a smile. Open 10 till 9 all week. 7th Street in Everett. Happy to support the Wildcats.
Welcome back here on B103.9, 25-6. They put a couple seconds left on the, or more on the clock. 1 minute and 10. Sawyer Griffiths with 2 running backs behind him. Looking to try to milk out this clock maybe. Griffiths will snap the ball. It's a little of a quick pitch here, and there are, the ball's caught around the 49-yard line, but is swallowed up almost instantly by these Wildcats.
A yard.
So it's going to be 3rd and very short here. Now they
Timeout, they're 2nd of the half.
We'll get a timeout. We'll stay right here, though. We'd like to thank some of our sponsors that make this broadcast possible. As we bring you Evart Wildcats football here on B103.9 all season long. Jackson Heiden with you. Of course, Friday nights, pregame starting around 6:45. An Ice Mountain Spring Water, Neptune's Ice Cream Shop, extremely clean, and Waldron Drilling, an Ina store. Big thank you to all those companies that make tonight possible. For those of you that can't tune in or make the game, at least you had the option of listening to it. You don't always get that everywhere. Sawyer Griffiths lines up underneath the center, snaps the ball, will keep it, rolls out to his right, and is brought down, but it's fumbled. They're going to say he's down, though. Sawyer Griffiths tried to get rid of it at the very last second. Wildcats thought it was a fumble, so it's going to be first and 10 for the Wildcats with 1 minute to go here in the second quarter. And man, if they can break 30 points here in the first half, that would be quite the turnaround. And they would officially have scored more points than they have in any game up to this point in the season. So Aiden Anderson, 3 wide receivers to his right, 1 to his left, and a running back to his right as well. Anderson snaps the ball, looking to his left. He's going to throw it deep down the left sideline. Dershide is there, but pushed out of bounds, and the ball is also out of bounds.
Vanderlyn down the left side.
Actually, Noah Vanderlyn, excuse me. So 56 seconds to go here.
Griffiths and Gilliam on the coverage for the Bucks.
Noah Vanderlyn, of course, with that fantastic dime of a throw down towards the middle of the field to keep that game alive last week against Lake City. Anderson, same formation, snaps the ball, looking to his right, looking to his left, scrambles out to his left, he'll throw left, he's got a man over the middle, it's caught, it's Vanderlyn, who is then brought down, and around the 23-yard line, and it's first and 10 from there. Everybody's gonna go no huddle here. Time will stop until the chains resume here. Now they'll go. Anderson, this is a good time to work on some things in these crunch time situations. Snaps the ball, looking to his left, throws quickly out to his left, caught. Vanderlyn evades a couple of defenders and is finally brought down. And it's not enough for the first down, so they got to hurry up. And it's gonna be a timeout here called. And timeout Evart. It'll be the final of the half. And And man, it's been a very nicely paced offense here for the Wildcats. Aiden Anderson has thrown the ball all over the place tonight. First 2 plays of the night, both went for touchdowns. 60-plus yard passes too. Had one along the right sideline near the Bucks bench, and then another that was over the middle, wide open, that was taken to the house. The Bucks, though, they've been in it, though. I know it's 25-6, and it's on the verge of getting out of hand, but they have fought their way. They just have not been able to execute when it matters most. Their only touchdown has came off of a to-the-house run return by Keaton Pratt. So here we go. Aiden Anderson snaps the ball. He's looking left and evades, has to roll out to his right, and he'll throw it on the run. It's caught, touchdown on the far part of the end zone. That's Lucas Johnson. That's going to make it 31-6 here with 20 seconds to go here in the half. And the Wildcats needing 40 seconds of the final minute to get to the end zone. What a nice job there. And now they'll try to go for 2 and see if they can be successful this time. Actually, they're going to go for the kick. Rashid 1 for 2 tonight on PAT attempts. It's usually pretty much about a stat line. He misses about 1 a day, or 1 a game anyway. The ball is snapped, kick is up, the kick is good. Makes it 32-6 here with 20.5 seconds to go here in the second quarter. So we'll see what the Bucks do here. It's been a long first half for the Bucks. They've had to watch the scoreboard just light up with points on the Evart side of it anyway. So the Wildcats will get ready to go here on the kickoff. Try to avoid another Keaton Pratt. Kick 6 is what they call it. And, you know, for the Bucks, maybe that's what you're looking for. They will not get the ball after halftime. It'll be the Wildcats who will receive. That's their opting to kick off the game. So Rashid getting ready to kick it off here. And we'll squib it. A nice squib kick. Takes a perfect bounce. It is mishandled, but picked up finally around the 25 and is tackled out of bounds on the 32.
Bigford knocked out of bounds by Dershide and Johnson.
Bigford on the carry, or the return rather. We'll see what the Bucks choose to do here in the final 14 seconds here of the half. Knee it, just send it to the send it to the locker room. Looks like they're gonna do something here though. In the shotgun, and oh, yep, he knees it. And that's gonna take us to the half. As the final 10 seconds wind down, both teams heading to the locker rooms, and what a first half has it been.
At the half,
32-6, Wildcats lead it. And it's been the passing game for the Wildcats. We kind of briefly touched on it a minute ago, but and not a whole lot of running going on for the Wildcats in terms of rushing, but in terms of the passing, there's been a ton of passing. But for the Bucks, they will have to try to find a way to get more done offensively, which has not been the case here tonight. It's been penalties. They got to limit the penalties. Once they start doing that, then they might have a chance to be successful. Well, we're going to step aside, and we'll let the MHSAA halftime show do their thing, and we'll be back in about 13 minutes or so, right before the start of the second half. Until then, you're listening to Evart Wildcats football here on B103.9.
Looking for a heating and air conditioning service that keeps your home comfortable? Introducing Sir Heating and Air Conditioning in Remus, where we pride ourselves on having the cutest servicemen and women with the best butts in town.
Ooh!
Oops, did I just say that? Now that I got your attention. Our team of experts is here to keep your home cozy and cool. So why settle for ordinary when you can have extraordinary? Call 989-598-0534 to schedule your service today and experience the difference with Sir Heating and Air Conditioning in Remus. That's 989-598-0534. Don't wait, because comfort never looked so good. Sir Heating and Air Conditioning, where comfort meets cuteness.
4 former MHSAA pitchers have MLB wins, and we're less than 3 weeks away from releasing soccer postseason brackets. I'm John Ross, and this is This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid. 8 years ago, in 2016, Spencer Schwellenbach, Jeff Criswell, Carl Kaufman, and Tommy Henry were all pitching for their high school teams in Michigan. Schwellenbach at Saginaw Heritage, Criswell at Portage Central, Kaufman at Bloomfield Hills Brother Rice, and Henry at Portage Northern. 3 of them would go on to pitch at the University of Michigan together, Criswell, Kaufman, and Henry, where they helped the Wolverines to the 2019 College World Series Finals, losing to Vanderbilt. Schwellenbach pitched at Nebraska, and now all 4 have won a game in the major leagues. Henry was drafted by the Diamondbacks and got his first Major League victory in 2022. Kaufman was picked by the Rockies and notched career win number 1 last season. Criswell was drafted by the A's and traded to Colorado, so he's once again Kaufman's teammate, and he recorded his first win this season. And Schwellenbach was taken by the Atlanta Braves and also got his first win earlier this year. Now, they've all got some catching up to do to match former Lansing Waverly star John Smoltz's Major League win number. The MLB Hall of Famer tallied 213 wins in his 21-year career. The MHSAA Baseball Record Book and Finals Archives are all online. Just go to MHSAA.com and click on Baseball. It's time for Game Balls, when we highlight a trio of standout performances from the past week. Bay City Western's Kayla Montcalm, she shot a championship best 89 to help lead Western to the Bay County Girls Golf Championship. Kingsley's Jenna Middleton, she led the way with 45 kills over 6 matches as Kingsley went 6-0 to win their own volleyball invite. And to Armada's Jackson Malberg, he scored 2 touchdowns in a 14-0 win over Croswell Lexington, Armada's first win over Croslex since 2004.
Have a recent high school grad? They could qualify for a tuition-free skills certificate or associate degree through the new Community College Guarantee, no matter their GPA or your household income. Or if your child plans to attend a 4-year university or career school, the Michigan Achievement Scholarship Program has them covered. They could get up to $27,500 toward a bachelor's degree or up to $4,000 for career training. Complete the FAFSA to get started at mi.gov/achievement.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look at the fine art of officiating with registered official Paige Winnie.
Today we're talking roster sizes and uniforms in cross country. In the regular season, a school can enter a maximum of 12 competitors, and the top 7 contribute to the school's score. In the postseason, schools can enter a max of 7 runners, with the top 5 contributing to the team's score. In the past, all members of a team had to wear identical uniforms, but that's no longer the case. Now, each runner must wear a uniform that clearly indicates their team through the use of their predominant school colors, school logo, or nickname. They don't have to be identical, but the school they are representing must be obvious, and it must be clear who your teammates are. Something to think about the next time you're getting ready to run 3.1 miles.
Thanks, Paige. Now more than ever, we need officials. If you're interested, please go to the MHSAA website now to register. While it may feel like the school year just started, believe it or not, we're just 4 weeks from the start of the boys' soccer postseason. A majority of teams in the state are about halfway through their regular seasons, and district play starts Wednesday, October 9th. The postseason brackets will be released on September 29th. District winners advance to regional starting October 22nd, and the semifinals are on October 30th. The finals will once again be at Grand Ledge High School, with all 4 division championships taking place on Saturday, November 2nd. The Division 4 final will start things off that day at 10 a.m., followed by Division 3 at 12:30, Division 2 at 3:30, and Division 1 at 6 o'clock. And all 4 finals can be seen live on the NFHS network. Last year, Troy Athens, Grand Rapids Christian, Hudsonville Unity Christian, and Muskegon Western Michigan Christian were all crowned champions. Each team's Michigan Power Rating, which is used to determine the seeds in each district, can be found online. Just go to MHSAA.com, select soccer, and then MPR. Also on the soccer page, learn more about red cards, handballs, and the offside rule. You've been listening to This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid, a production of the MHSAA Network. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Ross, and we'll be back next week.
Yep, I bet they could do that. RCB Contracting. From septic systems to professional excavating services, both residential and commercial, RCB Contracting is local. RCB Contracting is reliable. RCB Contracting is dependable. RCB Contracting supports local Everett athletics and wants to wish the Wildcats the best of luck in tonight's game. Teamwork makes the dream work. Call 231-846-0800. RCB Contracting, your excavating pros and winter plow experts. Happiness is ice cream, and ice cream is happiness. So it only makes sense that the Evart Dairy Whip is Everett's happy place. Love soft serve? Come be happy. Prefer a hand-dipped Sunday Wizard? It's happy. Plus hamburgers, salads, wraps, and coney dogs topped with national chili. When you need a dose of happy, come to the Evart Dairy Whip and leave with a smile. Open 10 till 9 all week. 7th Street in Everett. Happy to support the Wildcats.
Let nothing stand between you and the tree stand with the fast, durable Kubota Sidekick. Featuring a gas-powered engine that delivers a top speed of 40 miles per hour, best-in-class acceleration and handling with cargo, and the strength to haul what needs hauling. All backed by a 2-year, 1,000-hour warranty. Get ready for hunting season with the Kubota Sidekick. Visit your local Kubota dealer today. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Stop by the Ina store, your Cadillac area Kubota dealer in beautiful downtown Ina.
Hometown store fixtures are as close as 11071 US 10 in Everett. Miller Liquidators and store fixtures not only helps with on-site store liquidations, they have store fixtures like used Lozier shelving, true self-contained coolers and freezers, and they provide delivery and installation, plus sell walk-in coolers and teardrop pallet racking. Supporting the local Everett community for years, both for local stores and the Everett football team. Miller Liquidators and store fixtures is a proud local supporter of the Everett football game broadcasts. Go Wildcats!
Your friends at Lang Mechanical join all of us in hoping for an Everett football victory. If you want your heating and cooling system to be a winner all year long, get in touch with Lang Mechanical day or night. 231-388-0632. And go Wildcats!
Hi, I'm Michaela.
And I'm Lauren.
And we're with Big Rapids Roofing,
where roofing meets community. Get ahead of the weather and be prepared for winter.
Don't wait until it's too late. Call us today to book your free estimate appointment.
Whether it's roofing, siding, windows, doors, or gutters, Big Rapids Roofing has got you covered.
Call us today at 231-629-8088.
Again, don't wait. Call us today at 231-629-8088.
Worth Landscaping, a second-generation business, has been a proud supporter of Everett Public Schools and all Everett athletics for more than 25 years. Worth Landscaping specializes in irrigation systems, landscape design, hardscapes, hydro seeding, lawn care, to commercial snow and ice removal in the winter. Contact Josh Worth at 231-349-5693 or Tyler Worth 231-629-5150. It'll be worth the call. Worth Landscaping.
Step into the excitement at AJ's Event Center in Everett. Swing in for top-notch bowling lanes, an action-packed arcade, food and spirits with a smashing new experience coming soon. Plus, indulge in all-you-can-eat fish on Fridays and Saturdays. Located just 2 miles west of Everett on US 10, find us on Facebook for all the latest updates and specials. Make every moment unforgettable at AJ's Event Center.
Neptune's Ice Cream Shop in downtown Everett carries premium hand-dipped ice cream. With indoor seating, choose a single flavor or go wild for their waffle nachos or flights with 3 to 5 flavors of ice cream. They also offer mini donuts, milkshakes, and $5 to $12 lunch specials with wraps, tacos, sliders, chili, and dogs. Downtown Everett, Neptune's Ice Cream Shop.
Just like the Wildcats team, we know that hard work, dedication, and a little hometown pride can achieve amazing things. Ice Mountain is cheering on the Wildcats as they take the field tonight, and we invite you to join us in showing your support. At Ice Mountain, we're more than just a business. We are part of this community, and together, we win. Let's make some noise for the Wildcats.
Your hometown, family-owned propane company, QB Propane, would like to thank their customers for supporting them for several years. Sacrifice, resilience, and teamwork are all part of what makes tonight's Everett High School football game so exciting. Supporting local first is what QB Propane is known for. Propane by the tank or prompt service and delivery. Call QB Propane to find out more or to set up service. 989-544-2188. QB Propane.
Transform your space with Extremely Clean, your go-to for impeccable interior room painting projects. Schedule your room before the fall rush with a keen eye for detail and a commitment to excellence. The team at Extremely Clean will bring your vision to life. Don't miss the opportunity for a fresh, vibrant new look. Call 231-408 888-5943 to schedule your quote today. Extremely Clean, where you say it, we spray it.
It takes knowledge and expertise to drill a well, and that's why folks around here trust Waldron Drilling, a fourth-generation, family-owned business since the 1930s. Waldron Drilling can drill from 4-inch up to 24-inch wells, offering free estimates for new installations. Voted Osceola County's favorite well driller for the past 5 years. Quality, customer satisfaction, safety, and honest work. That's the Waldron way. Waldron Well Drilling of Evart at waldrondrilling.com or call 231-734-5168.
Stop in to Northland Area Federal Credit Union in Everett, Reed City, or any of their 17 branches in northern Michigan to find great rates on many different financial products. While banks merge more often than you can keep track of and impose increased fees, Northland is a not-for-profit financial co-op committed to helping you save money. They specialize in small business growth and services. Check them out at northlandcu.com. Northland is federally insured by the NCUA.
Looking for a heating and air conditioning service that keeps your home comfortable? Introducing Sir Heating and Air Conditioning in Remus, where we pride ourselves on having the cutest servicemen and women with the best butts in town.
Ooh!
Oops, did I just say that? Now that I got your attention. Our team of experts is here to keep your home cozy and cool. So why settle for ordinary when you can have extraordinary? Call 989-598-0534 to schedule your service today and experience the difference with Sir Heating and Air Conditioning in Remus. That's 989-598-0534. Don't wait, because comfort never looked so good. Sir Heating and Air Conditioning, where comfort meets cuteness.
Yep, I bet they could do that. RCB Contracting. From septic systems to professional excavating services, both residential and commercial, RCB Contracting is local. RCB Contracting is reliable. RCB Contracting is dependable. RCB Contracting supports local Everett athletics and wants to wish the Wildcats the best of luck in tonight's game. Teamwork makes the dream work. Call 231-846-0800. RCB Contracting, your excavating pros and winter plow experts.
Welcome back here on B103.9 as we are getting ready for the second half between the Evart Wildcats and the Roscommon Bucks. Wildcats leading at 32-6. If you're just now joining us, you've missed a lot of offense if you haven't been able to tell by that score already. The Wildcats have done nothing but pass the ball all over the place. And this wide receiving core has really torched the secondary of the Bucks. That has been the big factor here, if you will, tonight, as everybody's starting to do their final warm-ups. And the Wildcats trying to get back to the win column for the first time since week 1. Let's take a quick look at some what's coming up here for the Wildcats. We'll talk about it again coming up, but they'll come back here for one more home game before they go on the road at the end of the month. But Pine River will come into town for a conference matchup. And for the Roscommon Bucks, they will head to McBain after this. They have been on the road.
The modern-day Monarchs left no doubt who the
season.
best team in high school football is.
Your computers again.
The road all season long up to this point, and they'll have to do it again next year, or next week rather. So everybody getting ready to go. About 2.5 to go until the official start of the second half. The lights are on, sun is down, nothing but the lights, the field, and the players, and should be another exciting second half. We'll see if the Wildcats continue to run up the score or if they will lay off and try to work on some things that they have been missing. The defense is, once again, struggled a little bit with the run. It's been more times than that they've been stopping it, but it's that third down play. It's that third down play that they've been really struggling with, getting that crucial stop. And well, thankfully for them, they're in a position where they can afford to give up those big plays, but you don't want to keep doing that. I mean, you got to be disciplined enough to get those stops, especially when you have some of those big teams coming in here shortly. But taking a look at the conference standings here tonight, Beal City, of course, in first place with a 2-0 record. They're the one of two remaining undefeated teams on the year. McBain, the other one, they have yet to allow any opponent to score a touchdown. Scoring opponents 94-0 in their first 2 weeks. But for Evart, they are currently in third. And it's pretty much conference action for the rest of the way. With some action going in around here in northern Michigan. Menominee and Ishpeming, Westwood in action here tonight. Bad Axe and Caro, Bath and Potterville, Beaverton and Farewell play tonight as well. As we scroll down the list of these, Charlevoix and Boyne City going at it tonight. Decatur and Comstock Park. And a slugfest there. Decatur winning 55-6 in that game tonight. This is all Division 7 scores here. Houghton Lake and Manton are in process here tonight as well. Kent City Lakeview as well. Lake City and Pine River square off. And that's pretty much it for the slate of Division 7 scores here. As the clock runs out for the halftime. Great halftime show by the marching band. A bit of a Star Wars show going on tonight.
Welcome back to second half action.
As we get ready to go, and the Bucks will kick off here to start the second half. They've struggled defensively, so we'll see what kind of adjustments they made in the locker room, and if they can make enough adjustments to hold the Wildcats at bay here in the second half. So the kicker lines up for the kick here. Burscheid back deep to receive. Sitting around just behind the 20-yard line. Everybody ready to go as this ball is lined right at a player here. And it's going to be Brendan Magnuson who brings it up. And he gets tripped up and is brought down finally around 35. There's a flag thrown in. A pile of madness in there, though.
Flag down on the 40-yard line.
So we'll see if this will either help or not help the Wildcats here to open up the first drive of the first half. However, it doesn't feel like, and it's gonna help the Wildcats here, but it feels like it hasn't really done anything. It doesn't matter how far back they are away from the first down line. They find a way to cross that first down marker. So they're going to set up shop on the 50.
Penalties against Roscommon.
First and 10 here for the Wildcats.
March the Wildcats.
So great position here to get on the board once again and potentially break 40 for the first time this season. They've already scored a season high in points. Of course, last week's season high wins Lake City. Snaps the ball. Anderson looking to his right. He moves up in the pocket. He's going to keep it. Jukes to his right. And he's got an opening. Runs down the field. Cross the 30 and is tripped up and down right in front of the 25-yard line.
Anderson scrambles his way down to the
Anderson moving through his progressions, but a nice job to climb up in the pocket and then eventually wisely pulled the ball down and took it himself. And that's the beauty of having a quarterback like Aiden Anderson. He can do anything you want him to do. 11:27 to go here in the third. Anderson snaps the ball, throws to his right. It's a bit of a screen play. Juked out to his left, and it's Brandon Magnuson who kind of does a big S on the field and finally is brought down. Maybe he gets it back to the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be about second and the same here.
No gain on the play.
Yeah, they say he just got it enough to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Aiden Anderson has worked out of the shotgun all night long, and that's typically the type of formation that these Wildcats run. Three wide receivers out to his right. He snaps the ball, looking to his receiver out to the left. It's caught, juke, and he breaks the tackle, and he's loose, headed towards the end zone. Lucas Johnson into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Nothing special on that pass play, just a simple curl route. And Lucas Johnson uses agility to break free and into the end zone to make it 38-6. All he needed was a few plays on their first possession of the second half, and Bryson Derscheid will line up for the PAT to try to make it 39-6. And these Roscommon fans just frustrated, and understandably so. Ball snapped, plays down, the kick is up, and the kick is good to make it 39-6. Lucas Johnson on the receive and brings it into the end zone. About a 20-yard pass and catch. And the Wildcats route is on. And the Bucks will try to have to find a way to slow them down, but defensively, that's not looking quite likely tonight.
Let's do it.
So it looks like it's going to be Keaton Pratt back deep to return. Maybe he can jump on another one to bring it to the house for a kick six.
Caroline Vanaschi. Natalie Wood. Caitlin Fowler. Marley DeWitt. Addison Helmer.
So 10:39 to go here in the third quarter.
Savannah Cooper.
There's been so much scoring, the game has felt like it keeps prolonging and prolonging, but sometimes you can't always have quick games. Not that you want it to go quick, but very similar to
Vanessa Atkins.
that week one game that went so quick and it was so exciting.
The cheer team is coached by Miss Taylor Bryant and Miss Morgan Johnson.
This game just as exciting, just a lot more scoring in terms of the Wildcats.
Thank you, girls.
So here we go. Bryson Derscheid lining up for the kick to send things up, off, and away. And here we go. Nice kick down the field, picked up around the 5-yard line. Pratt cuts over to his right, misses a tackle, and is finally brought down. They're going to mark him just shy of the 25-yard line.
Number 50, Coonan.
And that's where they'll go here. 10:32 to go here in the third quarter. The Bucks desperately needing some offensive positivity. Again, their only score coming off of a kick six by Keaton Pratt. As they try to get one more player onto the field. They were trying to run the ball to begin the game, and well, the Wildcats sniffed that out and stopped it very quickly. And well, now here they were looking more passing here. So it's a quarterback keeper. Sawyer Griffiths will run it up the middle. Gets a gain of about 5 yards or so. So it's going to be about second and half here.
Got some help from number 3, Magnuson.
And that's pretty much been the only positive gains here for the Bucks tonight. It's been Sawyer Griffiths, who is, maybe it's his line collapsing, but he has not been able, he either breaks off and runs down the end zone, or he can pick off a few. And that's pretty much, again, has been their only offense. They've not been able to get anything going. So Griffiths will once again line up underneath the center. Snaps the ball, rolls out to his left, and he slips on the grass, and it's going to be a bit of a loss. And now we got a flag, and this might be
slips and goes down.
unsportsmanlike conduct. There was a Wildcat in there. Cody McCoy was in there, but it looked like he kind of slipped too. Maybe some frustration building up on the Bucs side of things too. He's got to try to keep a level head though. You don't want to feel like you're coming off too arrogant on the Wildcat side of things, but you also don't want to feel like kind of like a poor loser on the Bucs side of things. So they're both, I believe they're going to be getting an unsportsmanlike conduct on both sides, but it's going to offset each other, so no difference there. So the ball will just stay put. 9:39 to go, 2nd and 5 on the 27-yard line for the Bucs. 39-6, Wildcats lead it. Wildcats trying to get another big stop here. We want to keep adding on to the scoreboard. Griffith snaps the ball, drops it a little bit, will keep it, runs up the middle and is brought down. It's about where the, maybe around where the original line of scrimmage would have been. So 3rd and 2 here.
Vanderland on the stop.
The Bucs trying to get a first down here. The Wildcats, though, need to get a stop. They have not. They've struggled on these big stops. So they're loading up the box here. Showing about a 6-man front. They're stuffing the line. The ball, they're actually handed off to a running back, it looked like, where Griffiths was able to poke his way through and pick up about 5 yards on the play. So that's enough for a first down. And it's going to be 1st and 10 at about the 38-yard line. Nice pickup there. You can't go wrong with that. So, but maybe a bit of a passing formation. 2 wide receivers out on each side. 3 running backs behind him, though. He hands it off to the back. And he breaks loose through the line and is brought down in front of the 50. And nice pickup there. That rushing defense, although it looks a little bit better tonight here for Evart, still struggling. And it feels like they give up on average about 5 or plus yards a carry. And that's not always what you want. So it'll be 2nd and 3 officially. Snaps the ball. Griffiths hands it off to his back, who tries to push his way across the first down line, but he's actually going to get pushed by the Wildcats defense. And it's brought down. Looks like it was tackled by Gabe Mitchell there, one of the defensive linemen for the Wildcats.
Tackled by number 63, Mitchell. He's going to get enough yardage.
But they're going to say he broke the first down line. It's going to be a fresh set of downs here for the Bucs, with 7:30 to go here in the 3rd. Bucs have done, we've seen a few times tonight where it's been the long methodical drives, but they just have not been able to cash anything in. Let's see if this drive will go in their favor. Griffiths snaps the ball, and it looks like it's fumbled. The Griffiths jump back on it, and I believe he did. Yep, he did. Dershide slapping his hands in frustration there, thinking, hey, I thought we got it. Big Rapids, Reed City, a big rival game going on right now. 3rd quarter, 19-14, Big Rapids leading that game right now. Past the Big Rapids buses on the way up to Reed City on the way here today. 2nd and 10 here for the Bucs. Snapped in the shotgun formation. Griffiths will keep it, runs it up the middle, spins, and is brought down past the 50. And it's
picks up about 3 yards.
About 3rd and 7 on the 48. 6.5 to go here in the 3rd. The Bucs have been running the ball down the throats of the Wildcats, and we'll see if they can get a stop here on 3rd down. They keep it. Griffiths runs out to the right side and is met by the defensive line. He was pushed back for a bit of a loss there. And it's going to be 4th down and a big stop and a positive. That's got to be a confidence booster for this defense too, that has really struggled on not allowing the big plays, the big explosive plays on 4th down, or 3rd down rather. Frustration from some of these Bucks fans, it feels like. And it looks like we're setting up for a punt here. We are, the punt. And a bit of a low squib-like punt. And they're just going to let it roll. It rolls all the way down to about the 7-yard line. And that's where the Wildcats are going to set up shop. No problem for them, though. They've been able to move the ball very well all game long. So now you're at the point where you're up 39-6 here, 5:17 to go in the 3rd. Do you just try to pound the ball, run the ball? I mean, you've been able to, it feels like anytime you move the ball, you break away for a big score. So that's pretty much the inevitable right now. But and now Heiden Anderson. Heiden Anderson snaps the ball. He's showing pass. He pumps it to his left. He'll throw deep down the left sideline. Got a man caught at the 40. He's off to the races. 45-40, 35-30, and tripped up and down around the 25 for a big play on the first play of the drive. And man, oh man, throwing from his own end zone all the way down to the 25. A big pickup there. And Heiden Anderson just stat padding right now, it feels like. That was the man, the myth, the legend, Lucas Johnson on the catch and carry. Anderson snaps the ball, hands it off to Cameron Swales, who runs it out to the right. He's got a hole, brought down across the 20. And it'll be 2nd and short here.
Down by number 60, Walker Barker.
As we're under 4:45 to go here in the 3rd. Man, I could just watch Heiden Anderson throw to these receivers all day long. I mean, he has been, again, torching the secondary. Anderson snaps the ball. It's looking like a pass, but there's a flag. And I felt like there was some early motion there, and that's a false start. So it's going to move the ball back.
And it's going to move them back.
It's going to be 2nd and long now.
And bring up a...
That's a bit of a drive killer.
9.
We've seen that time and time again with these Wildcats. So it'll be 2nd and 9 on the 24. Anderson in the shotgun formation yet again. 3 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Running back in motion as he moves out to his left. Anderson snaps the ball. Screen play to his wide receiver. That's Lucas Johnson, who runs down the left sideline across the 10. Lowers his shoulder across the 5 and can't get there and is brought down right around the 4-yard line. And it's going to be 1st and goal for the Wildcats, as they're threatening to break 40 points for the first time in this 2024 season.
That'll be 1st and goal ever.
So 1st and goal, for the Wildcats here. Anderson with a wide receiver ranging to his right, hands it off to Lucas Johnson, and he jogs into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Noah Vanderlyn takes the ball from Heiden Anderson on the screenplay, hurdles his way into the end zone, makes it 45-6, 3:47 to go here in the 3rd quarter. And the pounding is on as these Wildcats cannot be stopped. Scoring the most points. They haven't scored this many points since almost a year ago to date. Back on September 22nd against Manton, they put up 48. So we'll see if they can eclipse that mark. They haven't scored 50 points in a while. So the PAT is ready to go here. Dershide, the kick is up, and the kick is good. 46-6 here. 40-point lead for Evart. Man, oh man. Well, we're going to take a 60-second timeout ourselves. You're listening to Evart Wildcats football here on B103.9.
Happiness is ice cream, and ice cream is happiness. So it only makes sense that the Evart Dairy Whip is Evert's happy place. Love soft serve? Come be happy. Prefer a hand-dipped Sunday Wizard? It's happy. Plus, hamburgers, salads, wraps, and Coney dogs topped with national chili. When you need a dose of happy, come to the Evart Dairy Whip and leave with a smile. Open 10 till 9 all week. 7th Street in Evart. Happy to support the Wildcats.
Let nothing stand between you and the tree stand with the fast, durable Kubota Sidekick. Featuring a gas-powered engine that delivers a top speed of 40 miles per hour, best-in-class acceleration and handling with cargo, and the strength to haul what needs hauling. All backed by a 2-year, 1,000-hour warranty. Get ready for hunting season with the Kubota Sidekick. Visit your local Kubota dealer today. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Stop by the Ina store, your Cadillac area Kubota dealer in beautiful downtown Ina.
Welcome back here on B103.9. The Wildcats just coming off yet another touchdown drive. 46-6, 3:47 to go. Dryson Dershide here ready to go on the kick. It's booted down the field. Keaton Pratt will bounce and will pick it up right around the 10. He's going to have some trouble. Moves out to his right and is brought down behind the 20-yard line there. As this defense has been all over these Bucks tonight. And has been feeling like deer opener tonight. That's pretty much the only way to put it.
In other upcoming action,
but the
is the annual Armed
Wildcats looking to break 50 points for the first time since September 9th of the 2022 season, where they put up 61 against Pine River.
And then right here, Friday night, at Tom Smith Memorial
and we'll be
Stadium,
facing Pine River here in the coming weeks. Next week to be exact.
For the annual Armed Forces
Of course, when they put up 60 that year, that was when they went 10-2 and made a nice run deep into November before losing by 1 point to Iron Mountain. Well, that's a heartbreaker. So we got some early whistles here. Looks like it's
Griffiths taken down.
going to be taking a stroll back. Winding clock now.
Mitchell and McCoy. Sounds like a Western.
2:30 to go here. The 2nd and 10. Bucks lining up here in the shotgun formation. Griffiths snaps the ball, hands it off to his back, and tries to go up the gut, but is brought down almost instantly. And it's going to be 3rd and long. And right now the Bucks, there's not much they can do. They've been trying everything, it feels like. They've tried the pass, they've tried the run, they've tried the motion. They just have not been able to get anything working for them.
Smith on the tackle.
And we'll see
3rd and 8 coming up
if they can get on the scoreboard here in the final few minutes of this half. High snap. Griffiths will dive to try to pick up a couple extra yards. Is it enough for the first down? And it is.
He gets up yards for
1st and 10 for the Bucks.
Tripped up by number 16.
Nice pickup of about 7, just enough to move the chains. Winding clock now with the 40-point lead. It's a rule that if a team is leading by 35 or more points at halftime or at any point in the second half, the clock runs continuously, except for timeouts or injuries, of course.
Gabe Morgan on the tackle for the Wildcats. A 4-yard pickup makes it 2nd and 6. You can get those 50-50 tickets out anytime.
So 2nd and 6 here for the Bucks. Some of the crowd starting to thin out, not as packed as it was to start the game. It's been a packed house, more so than a couple weeks ago. Ball handed off and met at the line, but he breaks away, tries to get out to the outside, but once again swallowed up again for maybe about a loss of 1 or 2.
McCoy was the first to get
Maybe third and long again here for the Bucks.
No gain on the play.
As they're just going to let the clock wind down to 0 here in the third quarter. So after the third, the Wildcats extending their lead even further, 46-6. And we're going to take a 60-second break ourselves. You're listening to Evart Wildcats football here on B103.9.
Hometown store fixtures are as close as 11071 US 10 in Everett. Miller Liquidators and Store Fixtures not only helps with on-site store liquidations, they have store fixtures like used Lozier shelving, true self-contained coolers and freezers, and they provide delivery and installation, plus sell walk-in coolers and teardrop pallet racking. Supporting the local Everett community for years, both for local stores and the Everett football team. Miller Liquidators and Store Fixtures is a proud local supporter of the Everett football game broadcast. Go Wildcats!
Hi, I'm Michaela.
And I'm Lauren.
And we're with Big Rapids Roofing, where roofing meets community.
Get ahead of the weather and be prepared for winter.
Don't wait until it's too late. Call us today to book your free estimate appointment.
Whether it's roofing, siding, windows, doors, or gutters, Big Rapids Roofing has got you covered.
Call us today at 231-629-8088.
Again, don't wait. Call us today at 231-629-8088.
46-6 as we begin the fourth quarter. Continuous running clock at this point with the 40-point lead. The Bucks setting up shop around the 33-yard line as they try to get things rolling here on third down.
Just keep them up and give them here.
Ball snapped and pitched to one of the receivers in motion and is stuffed behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to be a loss about 1 or 2 here. And it'll be fourth down now. And most likely punt time for the Bucks.
Brings up fourth down.
All right, now I don't know. I don't want to say they're waving the white flag, but that's kind of what it feels like right now. You obviously don't ever want to preach that type of playing, especially in high school football, but just don't want to get too bad. The ball punted down, it will roll. Picked up by Dershide, who will run it out towards the right side, across the 45, across the 50, 45, 40, down the right sideline, still not down, breaks a tackle, down the 20, and pushed out of bounds right around there. And a nice pickup, a nice punt return. Actually, Vanderlyn on the return, but man, that has just been the MO tonight for the Wildcats. Everything is just, other than that interception by Aiden Anderson late in this first half, it has just been pure dominance all night long. So Aiden Anderson, we're going to get a timeout. Timeout, Roscommon. 10:39 to go here in the game. We're going to take a 60-second timeout ourselves. And you're listening to Wildcats football here on B103.9.
Worth Landscaping, a second-generation business, has been a proud supporter of Everett Public Schools and all Everett athletics for more than 25 years. Worth Landscaping specializes in irrigation systems, landscape design, hardscapes, hydroseeding, lawn care, to commercial snow and ice removal in the winter. Contact Josh Worth at 231-349-5693 or Tyler Worth 231-629-5150. It'll be worth the call. Worth Landscaping.
Step into the excitement at AJ's Event Center in Everett. Swing in for top-notch bowling lanes, an action-packed arcade, food and spirits with a smashing new experience coming soon. Plus, indulge in all-you-can-eat fish on Fridays and Saturdays. Located just 2 miles west of Everett on US 10, find us on Facebook for all the latest updates and specials. Make every moment unforgettable at AJ's Event Center.
Brought down to number 6, Toby Bigford.
Well, during the break, we missed a play, but not much going on in that play anyway. Maybe a couple of inches on the play. So it'll be 2nd and 10 here as Aiden Anderson tries to lead yet another touchdown drive. 46-6 with the 10-minute mark coming up here in just a few seconds. Anderson motions his running back to the right, snaps the ball, hand it off, and actually keep it, run it up the middle, and a nice carry of about 5. And it'll be 3rd and
tripped up by number
about 4 to go. You're listening to Evart Wildcats football here on WBZX Big Rapids. Thank you for joining us tonight. It's been a blowout from the start, 46-6 here as we got 9:30 to go here in the game. The Wildcats have been looking good. Trying to break 50 for the first time since the 2022 season. Anderson snaps the ball, roaming out to his right. He'll keep it, cuts over to his left, tries to find a hole, across the first down line, and brought down. And actually they're going to mark him just short. Fourth and 4. And it looks like they're going to go for it here. Urshide does have the leg. We've seen him kick the ball some pretty far distances, even on those PATs. They go a long ways, but not this time. Anderson trying to complete a 4th down conversion here. Looking to his left, he throws left. He's got a man wide open, cuts his left, into the end zone, touchdown Wildcats.
He gets in for a Wildcat touchdown.
Lucas Johnson with another touchdown. And he brings into the end zone. It's now 52-6. As the pouring on of points continue here tonight. Now the lineup for the PAT, Drayson Dershide go for the PAT, but man, Lucas Johnson, I'm excited to see the stat totals here in a couple days once they're added up. Fortunately, we don't have the pleasures of seeing instant lifetime stats, but I'm sure his stats are off the charts here tonight. Kick is up, and the kick is blocked. No good. Struggling, though, on those point-after attempts tonight. So it'll be 52-6 with 8:25 to go.
Let's beat those Roscommon cheerleaders.
Well, some other sponsors that we would like to thank here at B103.9 for making tonight possible and every Friday night possible. RCB Contracting, Big Rapids Roofing, AJ's Event Center, and Evart Dairy Whip, just to name a few. And again, thank you to those kind folks for allowing us to do this every Friday night. And hopefully if you're unable to attend tonight's game, or if you're just on a long drive tonight, you've been able to enjoy some high school football. 52-6. 8.5 to go, and on this beautiful Friday night. Last week, 40 degrees, rain, wind, just a recipe for not enjoying life at the stadium if you're watching. And last week's game was a mess, and all this week it's been good. A lot to cheer for if you're Evart. So Dershide ready to go here for the kick. It's up and away. And this is fielded right around the 20-yard line. Pratt will move to his right, cross the 30, cross the 35, breaks another tackle, and brought down beyond the 40-yard line. And we'll set the Bucks up nicely around midfield. And can they, just for momentum purposes or maybe confidence purposes, can they find a way into the end zone? They have only made the end zone once, and that was on special teams. It was a kick 6. Kick 6 by Keaton Pratt, and well, they're gonna maybe try to find a way into the end zone for the first time since week 1. This offense struggling against the top 2 teams in the Highland Conference. So here we go. Sawyer Griffiths under the center, fumbles the ball. Actually, it's Hudson Marsh as the quarterback. Maybe going for a different look this time around. See if, you know what, it doesn't hurt at this point.
Makes it 1st and 15.
So 1st and very long now for the Bucks. 7:30 to go here in the game. Hudson Marsh under the center, snaps the ball. He'll hand it off to his back, who cuts to his left and is met at around the first down line and is finally brought down, but doesn't pick up more than 5 on the play. So it'll be 2nd and 10. Toby Bigford, living by his name, is one of the big men behind the line, who's really been able to move the ball quite well against this defense, who otherwise has looked really good tonight. Maybe a couple more of those and they'll get a first down here. A running clock, of course. Once a team is north of 35-point lead, well, the clock can continue to run as long as it's in the second half. Just a way to speed up the games. Otherwise, we'd probably be here for a while. Marsh under center, snaps the ball, hands it off to his back, who runs it up the middle, and a nice pickup and across the 45. And that'll be enough for a first down. About a 14-yard pickup there. Only 1st and 10, and man, they're finding some holes now. But for the Wildcats, you want to try to prevent these guys from scoring. I mean, that's another big win for you guys, especially after what you have endured over the last couple of weeks, defensively speaking, on the rushing side of the game. A chance to shut them out on the offensive side. So Marsh snaps the ball, hands it off to the back again, and is met by a group of Wildcats, but he's able to scratch across a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9 here.
Some help from Brendan Magnuson. Brings up 2nd down and 9.
It's been a great night for the Wildcats as they are coming down the final 5 minutes of this game. And they'll look ahead to next week and try to do more of the same. Right now, this defense just looking to stop this offense from a drive. Marsh bobbles the snap and is brought down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of about 4 or 5 yards.
He's bet in the backfield.
So it's going to be 3rd and long now, and you got to feel it for the Bucks fans. They just cannot find a way to have any sort of success moving the ball. Switching up quarterbacks this drive with Hudson Marsh, and hasn't been particularly going well. Marsh has either bobbled or fumbled the snap on what feels like almost every play this drive. And he's had a bit of a delay handing off the ball, which has helped this defense identify where the ball is going. So Evart continuing to crash the box. The receiver in motion. He pitches it off to Bigford down the left line. He's got an opening, cuts to his left, and still not brought down. Across the 30-yard line, still not brought down, and is finally pushed out of bounds around the 35.
Finally taken down by
and, well, there it is. The 3rd down struggles continue for the Wildcats. As we're under 4 to go here in the game, most of this crowd has fizzled their way out. Now we're going to get a timeout by Roscommon. That's their 2nd timeout of the half. And we're going to take a 60-second timeout ourselves. You're listening to Evart Wildcats football here on B103.9.
Neptune's Ice Cream Shop in downtown Everett carries premium hand-dipped ice cream. With indoor seating, choose a single flavor or go wild for their waffle nachos or flights with 3 to 5 flavors of ice cream. They also offer mini donuts, milkshakes, and $5 to $12 lunch specials with wraps, tacos, sliders, chili, and dogs. Downtown Everett, Neptune's Ice Cream Shop.
Just like the Wildcats team, we know that hard work, dedication, and a little hometown pride can achieve amazing things. Ice Mountain is cheering on the Wildcats as they take the field tonight, and we invite you to join us in showing your support. At Ice Mountain, we're more than just a business. We are part of this community, and together, we win. Let's make some noise for the Wildcats.
(52-6) with 3:36 here to go in the fourth quarter. Everett leading it. And right now the Bucks have been on a long drive once again. This time trying to find their way into the end zone for the first time in 2 weeks. It has been a long time coming for this offense. They got receiver motion moving left to right, and they flip it off again. Who goes to the right side? He's wide open. 20, 15, 10, 5, lowers his shoulder into the end zone. Touchdown, Bucks. And there it is. Roscommon's first touchdown scored since week 1 against Oscoda, making it 52-12 with 3:24 to go. It was a bit of a triple option type look, a receiver moving right to left, and then he flipped it to another. And those are always some of my favorite football plays, those trickery type plays. Those are the only, sometimes in games like this, it's the only way to try to break into the end zone, and well, that time it worked out nicely for him. So they'll line up for the PAT. Keaton Pratt will do the honors. High snap, the kick is up, and the kick is good. Evaded some of the pressure by the special teams defense of Everett. So 52-13. Roscommon getting on the board. And now we'll get ready for another kickoff here tonight. Been a ton of them. A lot of scoring tonight. Just shy of 70 points scored total, 69 to be exact. Correction, I can't do math, it's 65. So 3:24, Roscommon ready to go. This is going to be a long bus ride back home. That's for sure. So Everett comes onto the field. We'll see if we see some sort of onside kick, at least to show that they have some fight. But if Everett gets this ball back, you can pretty much guarantee that they're going to run the final or the remaining 3.5 minutes down to 0. The kick squibbed up the middle and it slides across the grass. Brendan Magnuson picks it up, runs it towards the right side, across the 40, and is pushed out of bounds.
Brendan Magnuson
takes that's where the Wildcats will set up shop right around the 35, and it has been a frustrating night for this Roscommon defense. It feels like they get on the field for a couple of plays, and all of a sudden they're watching the back of the Wildcats jersey into the end zone. Well, we're going to take a 60-second timeout as the Wildcats take a timeout. 52-13, Wildcats lead it. You're listening to B103.9.
Your hometown, family-owned propane company, QB Propane, would like to thank their customers for supporting them for several years. Sacrifice, resilience, and teamwork are all part of what makes tonight's Evart High School football game so exciting. Supporting local first is what QB Propane is known for. Propane by the tank or prompt service and delivery. Call QB Propane to find out more or to set up service. 989-544-2188. QB Propane.
Transform your space with Extremely Clean, your go-to for impeccable interior room painting projects. Schedule your room before the fall rush with a keen eye for detail and a commitment to excellence. The team at Extremely Clean will bring your vision to life. Don't miss the opportunity for a fresh, vibrant new look. Call 231-408-5943 to schedule your quote today. Extremely Clean, where you say it, we spray it.
Anderson in the shotgun formation, snaps the ball, hands it off to his back, who runs it out to the left side, evades, and actually brought down. A nice pickup, and now we got some shoving going on, and got to hurt a bit of a slow to get up Wildcat here. It was Brendan Magnuson that was slow to get up. He's limping, and see if he comes out of the game, just to be careful. But clock will continue to wind down now. 2:30 to go here in the game. The Wildcats are just going to try to run this out. At least get enough to get the first down. Let's see if maybe they can cap off tonight's big game with a explosive run play. Had one on the screen side of things. Then Anderson snaps the ball, hands it off, and cuts to his left and out down the right side. Versailles will get back down to the original line of scrimmage. It's actually no longer Aiden Anderson out there. It's Austin Lucia out there. And backup quarterback. Lucia, the sophomore quarterback for the Wildcats. It's a very young quarterback room for the Wildcats. So is this team. Not a whole lot of seniors. You see a lot more sophomores on this team than anything. But you got to like that if you're Ben Bryant. Able to build your squad up to be as successful as possible over the next couple of years and make a run at that state title. Lucia with the receiver in motion, hands it off to that receiver who runs down the left sideline. It's Langworth who evades a tackle down across the 50 and out of bounds. It'll be 1st and 10. With the final minute officially winding its way down. And what a night it has been for these Wildcats. Not going to break 60, but that's okay. Lucia. Two receivers on each side. Receiver in motion. Hands it off to that receiver who goes down the right side, cuts in, bounces back out, across the 45, down to the 40, but pushed out just before. And this might do it. And Ben Bryant calling his guys together. And that's going to be it here from the Osceola County Fairgrounds. 5 seconds to go. Everybody heading back to their sidelines. And the final buzzer rings. 52 points for the Wildcats, 13 for the Bucks. And what a night has it been. Evart Wildcats coming off a stumper of a game from last week. Coming into tonight looking brand new and ready to go. And next week they'll have to face Pine River, where a couple years ago they put up 60 themselves. So we could see more of this type of football here next week. But once again, 52-13, Wildcats lead it. It was the passing game that got it done. Rushing defense looking a lot better. And the offense for the Bucks getting the end zone one time while the special teams taking care of the other one. Well, that'll do it for me here in Evart, Michigan. Once again, I'm Jackson Heiden. Wildcats winning week 3, improving to 2-1. And the Bucks dropping to 1-2. 52-13 is our final You've been listening to Evart Wildcats football here on B103.9.
It takes knowledge and expertise to drill a well, and that's why folks around here trust Waldron Drilling, a fourth-generation, family-owned business since the 1930s. Waldron Drilling can drill from 4-inch up to 24-inch wells, offering free estimates for new installations. Voted Osceola County's favorite well driller for the past 5 years. Quality, customer satisfaction, safety, and honest work. That's the Waldron way. Waldron Well Drilling of Evart at waldrondrilling.com or call 231-734-5168.
Stop in to Northland Area Federal Credit Union in Everett, Reed City, or any of their 17 branches in northern Michigan to find great rates on many different financial products. While banks merge more often than you can keep track of and impose increased fees, Northland is a not-for-profit financial co-op committed to helping you save money. They specialize in small business growth and services. Check them out at northlandcu.com. Northland is federally insured by the NCUA.